Hello, my name is Greg Geneva, and today I'm going to explain how user agreements support security governance concepts that are implemented by companies and system administrators. So if you look at these slides, there's going to be a little bit wordy, but the intent is to show you how detailed and in depth that this has to be. And if you look on the right side of this slide, the goals, and basically to spell out the expectations of how to handle data, how to transmit data, and basically the behaviors of, using professional emails versus your personal email, going on sites versus, you know, me looking up fantasy football on sites on a professional and military systems. And also, the biggest goal is to eliminate ignorance as a defense. And what that means is you sit down with your soldier or your employee and it's like, hey, here's what we expect. Here it is in writing. So that way they know exactly and what's expected, and they can't say, well, I didn't know. You didn't tell me. If you look on the left side of this slide, it's basically an example. It's an 11 page. This is off of an 11-page document that I have to sign in the Army before I'm granted access to use systems. And if you look through here, it talks about, I understand as a user that I have the primary responsibility to do certain things through here, which is prevent access, from unauthorized users, to be careful about how I disclose, how I destroy um, data, denial of service, which means, there's preset websites that I could go onto. If there's a denial of service, that means I'm not supposed to be on it, and not to try to do backdoor or sidestep it to get to it. So basically, like I said, this is just a quick example of one of the topics that gets covered. On this slide, uh, once again, I pulled this as an example out of my user agreement emails. If you see AR 25-1, that's Army regulations. So there's a whole regulation for how you execute and handle Army military emails and personal emails. And once again, to show this as an example, we've talked a lot about how people are lured into clicking on, spam emails, um, or, phishing, how phishing techniques work and how people are lured into that. So if you look through here, there's some things that are expected. So, if you see chain emails, if you see spam, um, to let your security department know so they know to be on the lookout for it, to see and do testing and analyzation to see if anybody's actually clicked on it and subjected their system to any of this. And then also, if they're aware of it, they can take steps to try to sandbox it so it doesn't spread throughout the system. On this slide, I wanted to put this up because in the military, it's a little bit different than civilian side, and that is because we handle a lot of different classifications of data. Um, and as you can well aware of, depending on what you do and where you're at, even top secret information. So it's very important to lay out expectations. We have a secure internet and we have a non-secure internet. That's what is known as SIPRNet and NIPRNet, and it's a big no-no to use anything classified as secret and above on a NIPRNet. It's always got to be on a SIPRNet, which is secure, different types of protocols, and and even in a vault, like you have to go in a vault to use it. So why I put this in here is because this tells you straight up if, hey, if you do something that you're not supposed to do, you can be investigated and you can be charged criminally under Uniform Code of Military Justice if you don't follow these guidelines. So I know this was a very quick overview, but once again, it has to be detailed when you're putting the expectations of what you want uh, employees or soldiers to do to follow rules of using government or company computers, emails, internet. Has to be very detailed, in depth, and going over it with them, make sure they understand it. So to help eliminate some of these security instances. Thank you.